Saint-Jean-de-Mata, Quebec, Canada, May 2016. After extensively studying the manuscripts of the ancient Mayan civilization that reached its peak in 1000 AD, 15-year-old student William Gattery stumbles across something astonishing. The star diagrams contained in the documents perfectly correlate with the layout of existing Mayan cities.
Gattery discovered that there were 22 star maps in the texts that lined up with the cities very nicely, 117 different cities. But there was a 23rd map in which one of the cities did not exist on the map. Now, he was really concerned about this because he felt, wait a minute, this is like a treasure map, and X marks the spot.
Gattery found it odd that only one star on the maps did not match up with a Mayan city, and concluded that perhaps it really did exist, but had not yet been discovered. With the assistance of the Canadian Space Agency and Dr. Armand Larocque, a remote sensing specialist from the University of New Brunswick, Gattery was able to use satellite imagery to pinpoint the exact coordinates where the city should be.
And what they see is absolutely mind-blowing. There it is, a perfect square object. It's clearly angular, it's clearly geometric, it has symmetrical proportions on both sides. This square, according to Dr. Armand Larocque himself, could actually be the foundation of a pyramid.
Although archaeologists have yet to visit the site, the lost city was given the name Ka'akchi, or Mouth of Fire. Gattery's discovery would seem to confirm that the Maya precisely placed their cities in a way that perfectly mirrored the stars above. An astonishing accomplishment, considering that the territory they occupied spans over 75,000 square miles.
We have the entirety of all Mayan civilization. Every one of those cities perfectly gridded out, mathematical precision with star maps. How could a primitive culture have done this?
Ancient astronaut theorists say the Maya were told where to build their cities by extraterrestrial visitors, and suggest that this occurred with other civilizations throughout the world. But it was not only the stars that determined the placement of important sites. Many were also aligned with the very energy.
Halito Chim Achukma. This is Danielle Naniwaya, creator of Oka Ohoyo. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who follow my channel or social media, you know that I am an avid researcher and advocate for the preservation of Aboriginal American culture. This video is called We Are the Star People, and it is a brief introduction to my upcoming lecture of the same name. I was inspired to do this video from my own personal experiences with starseed knowledge. I remember taking a geology course in 2013 during my first semester in college and diving deep into the Big Bang Theory, in which I received the download that we were all made of stardust. Around that same time, I was tapping deeper into what people may refer to as metaphysical science or occult knowledge. I learned that I was an indigo child and what people refer to as a starseed. There are various types of starseeds, but each one of them are descendants from other galaxies. In particular, I did a lot of research on the Sirian star system. As I tapped deeper into my ancestral knowledge, I found that various groups of indigenous Americans, as well as various other indigenous melanated peoples across the planet, contained knowledge of the stars and our universe. Our ancestors knew of our ancient star origins and applied this knowledge to the practical world. Astrology and natal charts are a prime example of this. More recently, like a month ago, I did a barter with a spiritual sister of mine. I gave her an energy healing session because, a lot of you know I am a indigenous healer and I do energy healing and reading for people. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, I gave her an energy healing session in exchange for a tarot reading. She told me that something in her spirit told her to bring her to specifically, her spirit told her to specifically bring the Starseed Tarot deck that she had, and she brought it specifically for my reading. And in my reading, the Star Sirius came up. When I got that reading, basically was confirmation for me, and my spirit led me back to doing research on Sirius after a short hiatus, because I did used to do a lot of deep research on the Sirius star system. So Spirit led me back to doing research on Sirius, and I came across this article on starseeds from this website called n5d.com. Again, that's n5d.com. And I received the download that Sirians actually descend to the earth as American Indians. And I have the screenshot of them saying that on the article, and I can also post the article in the description box. I'll post a link. I think it's important to note too that as star people, we descended from the sky, from the stars, and we were planted into the earth, which is nature's womb, hence the name star seeds. Eventually, we came up from the ground. They talk about this in the Hopi creation story. And if you really think about it, you can see how the stories of Adam and Eve and even the Kemetic god Khnum came about. They all point to the fact that we emerged from the dirt of the earth, which is filled with remnants of stardust. So yeah, I'm going to close off on that note. As I stated in the beginning of the video, this was just a brief introduction to American Indian star knowledge. There will be more in-depth information on this subject in my lecture of the same name, We Are the Star People. I really hope you guys all, subscribe to my channel, follow me on my social media handles. You can find me on Facebook, Danielle Naniwaya. You can follow me on Instagram, Oka Ohoyo, and I also have a Facebook page for Oka Ohoyo as well. I'm working on a website which I plan to launch this coming spring of 2020, www.okaohoyo.com. So please be on the lookout for that. And on my website, I'm going to basically have my services put up, the different spiritual services I offer, like the consultations, readings, energy work. I'm going to be posting my herbal medicine products on there as well, and other products that I create. So please be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this brief video and that it brought clarity to you or sparked something in you. And with that being said, peace.